Hey, everybody over on my Facebook Live family. How are you guys doing? Thank you for those who are catching this via the replay. I always appreciate my replay viewers. You guys show me so much love. So on the replay, if you haven't done so already, you can get a free copy of my second ebook by going to bit.ly/love my voice and put in coupon code speak up in order for you to get a free copy of my ebook, Define Your Voice. So guys, we're going to have a real talk conversation. Hey, Mike, how are you? And listen, Mike, you're going to want to stay around for this one. If you haven't done so already, when you come in, make sure that you share out the broadcast. Put a comment in the comment section so that way I know who you are and I can say hi to you and shout you out. But guess what? There are opportunities everywhere. And every time that you open your mouth, open your eyes, listen, you see a new day. Guess what? There are opportunities at the ready. And I can tell you at least 9 of them that you missed today. Listen. Oh, yeah, I love this filter. Hey, Sophia. I love this filter. Isn't it cute? Well, it's not cute because you're a guy, so it's not supposed to say it's cute, but you know. I definitely love this filter because I am an entrepreneur. For those who don't know, my name is Altvise Pelzer. I am a professional speaker, certified life coach, and Amazon bestselling author. I am an entrepreneur and I have been an entrepreneur for 4 years now, but my current status as an entrepreneur I've been doing for the last 1.5 years, and that's life coaching and working with women who have come out of abuse to define, accept, and use their unique voice. So that is what I do to help them become a speaker or an author, however they need to get their voice out there, right? I love it too. And it's perfect because today is episode 44 of Speak Easy. And of course, we're always talking about how we are the entrepreneur, even as a speaker or an author. If you don't know that part, then you need to get it in because I beat it into everybody who comes into my broadcast that literally you are an entrepreneur. If you are a speaker or an author, you're an entrepreneur. If you're a speaker, you should be an entrepreneur and an author. Guys, it's all entwined together. So you definitely have to understand that. Hey, Jacqueline. Hey, sis. You definitely have to understand that. And so we're going to have a real talk conversation. Hashtag real talk. And so if you haven't done so already, invite your followers. Invite. Share. Because there's somebody that needs this conversation. They need this brick throwing. They need this opportunity to realize that they are missing opportunities each and every day. So I have 9, count them 9 opportunities that you have missed just this morning. Now, I know some of you are like, but I'm at work and, I can't do this. I can't do that. At work our hands are tied. We can't really do too much. Hey, thank you, Alita. Yeah, hashtag real talk. We can't do too much at work. We can't really promote the way we want to promote. But that doesn't mean that that there aren't opportunities. It just means that you may have to look in a different way or at a different angle when it comes to the opportunities at work. So guess what? The first opportunity that you missed today was networking. Now you're going to look at me and say, well, what do you mean? Every day that you wake up, every day that you leave your house, every time that you literally walk out the door, you have an opportunity to network with other people, both in your industry and outside of your industry. Thank you for scribing for me today. Hey, Carisha, how are you? You have an opportunity to network with people inside of your industry as well as outside. Something that we as speakers have come up against is that a lot of times speakers don't want to network with other speakers. Why? I don't know. But when you network with other speakers, you give yourself the opportunity to get on other people's platforms. You give yourself the opportunity to learn from other people. Guys, why wouldn't you want to network? And then there's some of you that are going to say, well, where did I get an opportunity to network with other speakers? On social media, duh. So every time you post, people get to see your post. Now, I know on Facebook, you guys get really nervous because you're like, oh, but that's my family on there. I don't want to post that I'm a speaker. I don't want to post my speaker sheet. I don't want to post. Why not? Guess what? Yeah, it may be on your friends list. That's your family and friends. But on their friends list, It may not always be family and friends. Matter of fact, on their friends list might be Oprah or somebody that works for Oprah who can literally say, hey, have you heard about this woman before? Or have you heard about this guy before? You might want to check them out. Just think, 6 degrees of separation. So me doing one post on social media, one time, during the day, 2 times. Now, that whole social media, you're supposed to post more than once a day, but that's a whole other conversation. But imagine just one post. If that one post allows you to get in contact with the right person, everything can just blow up in the matter of a second. But you missed that opportunity. And why did you miss that opportunity? Because you thought it was going to be better for you to go and post updates about the good doctor. Well, if people wanted updates about the good doctor, they could Google those. I'm just saying, no shade. I like that show. But I'm saying, if they wanted updates about the good doctor, they can go and Google them. They don't need you to update them. So you got to think, your social media is very powerful. As an author, as a speaker, your social media can be your resume. Your social media can be your media sheet because it determines when people see you, when they Google you. And this is just a side note. If you haven't done so already, Google yourself. I'm telling you, you will find out exactly what people will find out when they Google you. When future clients Google you and customers, you definitely want to Google your name because you'll see exactly what will come up. I literally was on a conversation this morning with one of my clients, and I went to Google somebody's name and they didn't show up. But they were supposed to be this prominent person. And so you really need to look at that. Okay, so when I Google my name, what pops up? My interviews pop up, the social media sites pop up, website, blog, those things pop up. What pops up when you do a Google search on yourself? That's just a side note. So the first thing that you missed out on today was you missed out on networking. Why? Because you wanted to post about the good doctor instead of posting about the fact that you have your Media One sheet done. Instead of you posting about the fact that you just spoke at an event. Yesterday, I literally posted the replay from an event I did on Saturday. Amazing event, amazing opportunity. Loved it. Got an opportunity to speak to some amazing ladies. It was only 5 minutes, guys. It wasn't long. But I posted it. Guess what? Shared it out on other social media sites as well. And also sent it out via email. Guess what? It builds engagement, but it gives me the opportunity to network. Other speakers are like, hey, if she can do that in 5 minutes, imagine what she can do in 30. Let me get in contact with her. It's simple, guys. It is. It's a little simple. Just a little bit. Just a smidge nipple. Right, Jacqueline? It's a little simple. So number two, the second thing opportunity that you missed out on today was the opportunity to learn what your clients really want. Listen, some of you are creating products and services, and the reason why you're not getting any traction is because you're not asking your clients what they really want. You're not asking your target what it is they need. Listen, right, Tiara? You're not asking your target what it is that they actually need. And so you're putting out products and services and all of these wonderful webinars and free opportunities. And guess what? You're getting crickets. Nobody's signing up. Guess what? I went through the same thing. When I tell you that I almost did not create my accountability group because I had 3 classes that I launched before that and nobody registered. 3 classes. Bruh. Really? I put all that energy and all of that effort into putting all this information down and making it all pretty and making a flyer. Y'all know me and Canva don't get along. I made a flyer and everything. Crickets. It was devastating. Let me have a moment. It was devastating. Crickets for 3 classes. And so what it did was it drains you when you're not asking your clients and what it is that they actually need, and you're putting all this stuff out. You get burnt out because you're putting out content that nobody needs, nobody wants, and you're not getting any revenue from it. You get burnt out. You do. Look, Jacqueline said, thank you for the info. Listen, you get burnt out. You do. So check to see what it is that your clients actually want. That's something that I'm always talking to my clients about is, listen, what do they want? Do they want to hear from you? Do they want a newsletter? Can we be honest that video is everything? And a lot of people don't want to read your newsletter, but some of y'all are so into doing what everybody else says and into doing what everybody before you was saying is so popular that you're just running right into the same walls that they're running into. They have a ton of people on their email list and none of them are buying anything. They have a ton of people on their email list and nobody's responding or even opening the emails. People, do your clients even want to read a newsletter? Would they rather see a video? Or how about an audio? Guys, we have to start surveying our clients. A great way to do that, again, is social media. So if you have not asked your clients any questions today, you missed out on an opportunity to learn what it is that your clients want. That was number 2. Number three is you missed out on an opportunity to learn something for your business. You should always be learning or earning. That's the top 2 things that I say to my clients, is that you should always be earning or learning. If you're in a Facebook group, if you're signing up for a course, you should be earning or learning throughout the whole process. Why? Because there's things in there and that they may be doing that I may not be doing, that it may help my group or may help my products and services. There's things that I might be doing that I see they're not doing, and I see success and I see that they're not getting the same success that I'm getting. Guess what? Hello, you learn, always learning, always learning. Y'all know I'm a podcast junkie, and y'all know I'm an Audible junkie. Y'all know that I should take stock in Audible and Kindle. I literally have all this information. I just got some new books while I was in San Diego last week. I just got 2 new books, one on Facebook ads. Yeah. One on Facebook ads, and then the other one is by Steve Olsher. What is your what? Excited about that one too. So you always have to be ready to learn about something else when it comes to your biz. That's just like, again, I just came back from a podcasting conference where I learned more stuff about the podcasting, which, guys, if you don't know, that's what this is. We are on episode 44, guys, of Speak Easy, where I talk about the behind the scenes of what it is to be a speaker or an author. And we're talking today about 9 things that you missed an opportunity of. You missed that opportunity this morning. Listen, Jacqueline said we need at this point, we need classes on everything. But you have to be willing to invest in that time, that money, in order to take the classes too. Because you got to be careful. There's some people that are putting stuff out here and it ain't all it's cracked up to be. But I know that the person that wrote this particular book was at the event. I got to see him. He was a real person. I got to see him. He was a real person. And I'm actually going to reach out to him to see if I can interview him for Speak Easy. Side note. I think I'm going to do that. Because, everybody has different versions of books and different ideas of books. But a lot of times we go, I don't want to read. There's no way for you to be a successful entrepreneur. Hey, Thea. Hey, sis. There's no way for you to be a successful entrepreneur and not spend some time learning for your biz. There's no way. So that was number 3, is you got to learn something for your biz. That's an opportunity that you missed out on today. Just today. Today. What have you read today? What podcasts have you listened to? What audiobook has you listened to? Right? Listen. What have you done today for your biz? And then number 4. So the 4th thing that you missed out on today was you missed out on the opportunity to teach something. What am I doing with you here right now? Hey, Twanta, how are you? Hi, how are you? Listen, you missed out on the opportunity to teach something. What am I doing right now with Speak Easy? What do I do? You know, when I come live with the morning press and the afternoon press and the Biz Day Daily 30 that I'm doing on my Biz page, Find Your Voice Now over on Facebook. Literally, what are you doing? What am I doing? I'm teaching. Every time I go live, I'm giving content. Every time I go live, listen, you gotta understand that that's what's missing, is that you're not teaching anything. People don't know who you are, who you serve, and how you serve if you're not going live, or you're not at least telling them what it is that you're talking about, what it is that you do, what it is that you teach. Go ahead, teach. Right? Listen, Linda, listen. Teach something. And so we miss that opportunity each and every day. Now, for some of you, camera may not be it. I get it. I understand. Not everybody is camera ready. I am not the camera guru. Believe you me, I mess up. I drop the phone. I do all types of stuff. Even after 1,000 videos, because I've done over 1,000 videos, I still drop the camera and the lighting be off and all types of stuff, guys. Really. It's just, it is what it is. But the reality is I'm still going live. I'm still teaching, and I'm still gaining access to my clients. And I have clients who are thankful that I go live. I have clients that are thankful that I teach. It's a part of it. But what are you teaching? And did you teach anything today? I mean, anything. I'll wait. I'll wait. Did you teach anything today? This is the thing. Some of you think that, oh, again, I have to go live to do it. No, you have an audio option on your phone now, even iPhone. You have an audio option, and you can just go with the audio. Guess what? There's so many options. You could do a blog and teach from your blog. Guys, there's no excuse. What did you teach today? What did you teach today? That is one of the opportunities that you missed out on today. So far, we've done fourth opportunities that you missed just today. And number 5 is you missed an opportunity to collaborate. Alita said, yes, I did. She said, I did. You missed an opportunity to collaborate. How many of you have collaborated with somebody this week? So far, we're in Tuesday. Like, who have you collaborated with this week? Who have you linked arms with this week to say, guess what? You're doing this. I'm doing it too. Let's take it to the next level. I've collaborated with people, and it's only Tuesday. Collaborations take you further. What is the statement? If you want to go fast, go by yourself. But if you want to go far, you go with somebody else. You go with a group. You go with a community. If you're trying to do all of this on your own, and you're not making the investment in time to collaborate with other people that are in your that's the other thing. People that are in your industry and people that are outside of your industry. Please don't think that everybody has to be inside your industry for you to collaborate with them. You need to collaborate with some people, right? Squad deep, right? Squad up. Listen, you have to be able to collaborate with some people to make it to the next level. Guess what? When you look at the Les Browns and the Grant Cardones and the Gary V, you see collaboration. You see Gary V walking around with somebody who does his audio, somebody who does his social media, somebody who does his video. He's not doing it all by himself. Guess what? You can't do it all by yourself. And if you do it all by yourself, this is what's going to happen. You're going to get burnt out. That's the honest truth, is you're going to get burnt out. You're going to get tired. You're not going to want to do it anymore. And literally, you're going to be running around trying to figure out, why did I start this in the first place? Don't allow yourself to get to that point. Learn about the process of collaborating with people and figure out who do you need to collaborate in order for you to make it to this next level. I did the video over the weekend, and I talked about how, 2018, I'm on my way to 6 figures. I had to collaborate to get to that mentality. I had to collaborate to get to that mindset, because if you're around people who've never been to 6 figures and you're trying to make it to 6 figures, they can't help you. Not unless we're all on the same mentality that we're all pushing, we're all going, right, Diana? We're all pushing, we're all going, we're all moving, we're all shaking. If they're not in that mindset, then the thing about it is you'll be pushing and they'll be pulling. You'll push, and they'll pull, and you'll look up, and a year later, you will be in the exact same spot that you are right now. The same exact spot that you are right now. You'll be right where you were this time last year. The reason why I can say that I'm not in the same place that I was last year is because of my collaborations. It's because of the people that I've linked arms with. Crazy ones, not so crazy ones. It's the truth, Diana. When I look at my profit plan for 2018, it's bananas. I had to come so far out of my comfort zone. Hey, Frazier, how are you? That is my friend from across the sea. He is in Scotland. How are you doing? Another collaboration. So I am one of the creative writers for BFI, which is Breaking Free International. I am actually the head creative writer for a script that we are doing to highlight sex trafficking and domestic violence. And that's because I collaborated with Frazier. Look at the opportunity. When this collaboration is, when the script is done and all of the stuff is put together and we're finalizing it, I will be going to Scotland. That's all from collaboration. What collaborations did you miss out on today? What opportunities did you miss out on? What people did you walk past today and you never even asked them what they did? That's something that I had to get into the habit of, is when I'm in a room full of people, and y'all know I'm an introvert, so it's not as easy for you. Listen, it's not always easy, but I had to make sure that I'm getting into a room and collaborating with people. I'm getting into a room and I'm talking to people. I'm getting into the room and I'm high-fiving some folk, even if it's a little bit. And so, for instance, I don't have Jamie's information in front of me, but one of the young ladies, this is her community, and she's here on Facebook. It's called the Woman Inside the Mirror. Woman Inside the Mirror is the Facebook group, and her name is Tiffany. I actually shared out one of her broadcasts on my page yesterday. So if you go down my timeline, you'll see one of her posts. But she has an amazing community. And it says, you are a victorious daughter of the Most High King. You always want to be collaborating and connecting. I know that she made a statement saying that she wanted to get some guest bloggers. Well, guess what? All right. All the time. Really, Diana? Yes. That whole introvert process of trying to network while being introverted, man, it's not always easy. It's not. But I know that she said that she was looking for bloggers. So I'll put it up again. And I know it's backwards on Facebook, but the website is down at the bottom. That's what collaboration is about. I know with my blog, if you're somebody that blogs, I'm always looking for guest bloggers for Our Voice Matters, which is my blog. I'm always looking to interview people who have already gotten already published their book. For Speakeasy, we do Speakeasy interviews with the authors, and I post them up on YouTube. So many different opportunities, guys. Network, collaborate. Network, collaborate. Now, this is number six. Number six. Listen. Yes, I know Fatima is working on her blog and her podcast, which is coming out soon. If you haven't connected with Fatima, that is the Mocha Phoenix Project, and it is for single moms. It's dealing with a lot when it comes to being a single mom, from divorce to homelessness to all types of situations, and you definitely want to connect. Like I said, Fatima, that's who you want to connect with. And like I said, her blog and her information on social media is Mocha Phoenix Project. I'm always connecting and collaborating. Listen, hey, Dr. Finch, how are you? And so literally number six, the sixth opportunity that you missed today, just today, We're not even going to talk about yesterday. We're not going to talk about tomorrow. Just today, the 6th opportunity that you missed was getting a support system. Now, people, again, want to be that solopreneur. We want to be able to say that we made it. We ran up the mountaintop. Well, this is the thing about that. If you're running up a mountain and you don't have somebody to be there with you, if you pass out, then what happens? Well, all of that was for vain. So if you go with somebody, again, if we go with somebody, then we go further. We want to make sure that we are connecting with people. And so I'm appreciative because the Reactivate Me community is literally an accountability group, and they work each other to the bone. No, they make sure that they help each other launch. They help each other move to the next level. They support each other. We have a weekly meetup where they're doing working sessions and collaborating and connecting. But guess what? It's a community, and you see them support each other. You see them go and dominate in each other's broadcasts, and they're sharing it out. That's what's needed sometimes. And so literally bit.ly/reactivate me is how you can join into that accountability group. Now, that part. Community is really important. And like I said, we are actually doing our first meetup. So if anybody in the PA, Maryland, Delaware, New York, Jersey area, we are meeting up later on this month, and you guys have an opportunity to meet up with us. We're meeting up later on this month to work on our January, February, and March profit plans. And sit down, eat some food. I'm a foodie. Most of the ones in the group are foodies. Sit down, eat some good food, and put some numbers on paper for speakers, authors, entrepreneurs. That's what we're doing. That's what it's all about. So you need to get a support system. Guess what? Again, you go further with a support system because, hey, I don't want to do it alone. And I've gotten this far by having a community. I've gotten this far from the classes that I've been a part of, that I've linked up with. Look, she said greedy. With the classes that I've been a part of and the people I've linked up with, that's the community that comes and supports. That's the community that I can go to, and they're like, hey, sis, you got this. In moments where I didn't know what I was going to do. I told y'all, my first 3 classes, no one signed up. It was crickets. I was ready to quit. But guess what? They wouldn't let me quit. They wouldn't let me give up. Look, she's like, can't wait for the meetup. They wouldn't let me give up. They wouldn't let me quit. And so you missed the opportunity to get a support system simply because you don't want to invest, simply because you're scared. You don't want people to steal your ideas, simply because you're like, oh, well, this is the other thing. And listen, this is honesty. We get to a certain point and we're like, oh, I know that already. I know that already. Oh, I know that information. Well, just because you know it does not mean that you don't need to be in a community. Just because you know the information, it doesn't mean that you know how to execute execute in order to make the information that you know work best for you and your business. Community is important. Support is important. So you missed an opportunity to get some support. That part, right? Always learning. Number seven, you missed an opportunity to write a book. So listen, this part. Now, some of you are going to say, well, I can't write a book in a day. Well, you could, but you missed that opportunity. I'm going to tell you why. The first reason why you missed it is because of your mindset. You don't think you can do it. That's real. That's real talk. Hashtag real talk. You don't believe you can do it. And so because already when you woke up, you believed in your mind that you couldn't write a book today, you already shot yourself in the foot. And it's not to say that you're going to finish writing that one book in one day. But guys, did you even write anything? What have you written for that particular book in the last week? What have you written for that particular book in the last month? Have you written anything? Have you outlined it? Do you have a skeleton or a straw man? See, we battle ourselves. We often think that we're battling up against this company and we're battling up against this coach and we're battling. No. The only competition I have is me. And as I continue to grow and learn, I continue to beat my greatest expectations. I continue to beat my greatest achievements. Why? Because my story is not going to be like anybody else's story. My journey is not going to be like anybody else's journey. So my idea of success is going to be completely different. I've come a long way. So success looks a whole lot different for me than what it'll look like for somebody else. So you missed the opportunity to write a book. Some of y'all got books and books and books in the bookcase full of ideas, and you have yet to execute. You have yet to start any of them. That's it, right, Diana? My journey is my journey. It cannot compare to anybody else's. I can't compare it to it being worse or better than anybody else's. It's my journey. That part. But that's important to know. And then number eight, we got 2 more, guys. So if you haven't done so already, make sure that you have shared out the broadcast. Somebody may need these 9 things, and realize that even if you get one of these 9 things completed, you will have taken your business to another level, to another notch in the belt. Number eight is you have to talk directly. You missed the opportunity to talk directly to your niche. When you go live, when you do a post, when you do an audio, when you do a blog, when you go on YouTube, on LinkedIn, any of those things, what are you doing? You're talking directly to your niche. Now, this is the problem. Some of you don't know how to storytell. So you go way left when it comes trying to talk to your niche. She said, I need all of them. You go way left when it's time to talk to your niche. And your target is like, what are they talking about? I don't know what that is. You're speaking in words that are like way out of their mindset, or you're talking about stuff that has absolutely nothing to do with your target. Way left, way left. You're talking about stuff that has absolutely nothing to do with your target. And so literally you're just putting stuff out. How many of you can go up and down your timeline and say, I don't know what's wrong with that person. That one may need a hug me jacket. Ooh, that one may need a pill, because that one, and I don't know what they're doing. But just a week ago, they were telling you how excited they was about this new business opportunity. Okay. But they cannot communicate it properly in a way that makes you interested in joining their opportunity. They don't communicate in a way that makes you interested in signing up for the course. They don't do any of that. They just kind of ramble on about stuff that absolutely makes no sense. I've seen some of these broadcasts and I'm just like, so we just gonna let that slide? What we gonna do with that? What are we really going to do with this information? What are we going to, am I just supposed to let that slide? Like that didn't really just happen? It did. It really just happened. And, yeah, no, I don't think that's how this is supposed to go. Like, I don't think that's not how any of this works. That's not how any of this works. So we definitely want to make sure that we're talking directly to our niche. A lot of times, and, it's funny because like minds, listen, great minds think alike. Not only did I post it in our private Facebook group for the accountability group, but one of the other clients in there, she posted it as well, is this whole thing with Fenty Beauty and how literally Rihanna spoke directly to a niche audience. She spoke directly to a niche audience and said, I hear you, I know what you need, and I'm going to provide it. Does your niche audience know that? Do they know that you know who they are, or that you have what they need, or that you can provide it? Do they know any of that? That's something to think about. And then number nine is you missed an opportunity to make more money. Every day that you decide not to show up in your biz, every day that you decide not to show up in your purpose and your passion, guess what happens? You miss out on money. Coins, dollars, fold, jingle. You miss out on all of that every time, each and every time that you don't show up in your biz. So guess what? Y'all need to show up. Simple, right? I know it's not always that simple, but it sounded simple. So again, thank you guys for joining me. It is episode 44 of Speak Easy, where we talk about the behind the scenes of what it is to be a speaker or an author. And today it was all about the 9 opportunities. Now, I almost put up 6 fingers. Don't judge me. It's been a long day. The 9. It's been a long day. The 9 opportunities that you missed out on just today. Will you miss out on those same 9 opportunities tomorrow? Will you? Will you miss out on those same 9 opportunities tomorrow? And so bit.ly/reactivate me is how you can link up with our accountability group. We meet every Saturday morning. And like I said, we have our first live meetup coming up later on this month. bit.ly/RM meetup, all lowercase, for you to join us in Delaware. It's going to be an amazing opportunity. We're going to put some stuff on paper and get some stuff ready for 2018. I look forward to it. So I love you guys. Don't forget to press it out. And don't forget, you can reach out to me, contacts@altavishpelzer.com. See you soon.